Hey there, guys. My name is Metro, and I hope you guys had a great Christmas. I truly do, man. I really, really do. If you're watching this way after Christmas, then I guess we might as well get right into it. But yeah, I did play this game. I pretty much played it for Christmas. Like, I was waiting all year to play this game. I found out about it in like June, and I waited 7-8 months almost to play this game. So yeah, this is gonna be a review on the game itself. All right. So, but just be aware that I didn't play these under normal circumstances. All right. So first things on the list, once again, always gonna be in the description. You can follow along, or predict, whatever you want to do. But anyway, first thing on the list is Pokemon list and availability. All right, so I kind of want to say this one's not applicable, but since they did change some of the Pokemon, I have to say otherwise. The Pokemon list and availability is the same as it is in Gold, minus the fact that they added new Pokemon. But what they did do is the Wonder Trade thing, which I feel like is part of another section here, but it's definitely going to get brought up here because what this Wonder Trade edition does, it doesn't actually work like it does in like the new games, right? It's not a different player playing the game. Obviously, that'd be impossible. It's just a random Pokemon. So you can literally sit there and get the 6 Pokemon that you want. Just sit there and spam it over and over and over again. That's what I did. That's actually what I did for the playthrough. So that alone makes it 10 out of 10. But if you took that away, the Pokemon availability would be pathetic. It would be like, think about how bad Gen 2's Pokemon list and availability would be. That's what we're talking about here. It's actually just a gold hack with almost nothing changed. So moving on to music, that is not applicable. I did not find any new music in the game. Strike that one off the list. Sprites and tiles. All right, now this once again is almost not applicable, but they changed stuff to add snow, so I have to talk about it here. And in fact, the snow additions were amazing. I was actually really, really happy with that. That was one of the main reasons I wanted to play the game, because I wanted to feel like it was indeed Christmas. And there was a few new areas. There like a few new tiles, I guess, not really new to the video game, but new to the game's progression. And I think they did well. So I would give this a 10 out of 10 as well. Basically just anything new to the game was done exceptionally well. In fact, they added like a few Pokemon. Glaceon looked great. Like, that was a spectacular addition. And the areas themselves looked good, but having snow on every roof and, Christmas trees in the houses was just, it's 10 out of 10, man. That's why I love Christmas, and they really got me in the mood. Difficulty, 0 out of 10. All right, literally no effort made to change the game. I talked about it during the series quite heavily, but I went back and looked, and that is actually how Vanilla Gold is. Even the Gold remake is the same way. You fight the Elite Four at level 40, man. Unfathomable. It makes absolutely no sense to me, but that is how it is. So, this game is 0 out of 10 difficulty. I literally beat it with a single Pokemon. I never actually dealt damage on purpose, anyway, with any other Pokemon. So that is how easy it is. Really shitty, unfortunately. But anyway, grinding and leveling options next up. Just don't even need them. All right, so maybe they're there. I don't know. Maybe they changed something. I guess you can take into account Wonder Trading on the fact that you get, kind of high levels or kind of low levels. But if you're trying to play this game, like if you're trying to take your time with this game, you're going to be disappointed because there's literally no reason to have a team of 6 Pokemon. It's a waste of your time. It would be faster to just get through the game with your starter. That's what I did. So yeah, once again, 0 out of 10 there. So huge peaks and valleys here. Length of time versus effort. So once again, I'm going to have to say 0, right? Because there was no effort. But that meant the game was really fast. I was able to get it all recorded in 12 episodes. That's not normal, right? That's just not what you see. I'm 60-some episodes into Reborn, So, yeah. It's not a bad thing, though. Like, I guess I'd give this a 10 at the same time, but only because divided by 0 equals 0, So, like, I really like the length of time versus effort, but it's because there's no effort involved whatsoever, all right? Puzzles, there's no real puzzles. There's like there's like 2 added areas in the game, which are actually quite good, like I said. So, there's not a puzzle in them. So, I'm just going to say not applicable for puzzles, all right? Story. The story is actually great comparatively. Like, it's a Gold remake, right? Or a hack of Gold at least, but it doesn't. It actually remakes the game because It adds story. It adds things to the game that weren't there originally. And in fact, the story assumes that it is taking place in December after the summer events of the original Gold. So all the events that happen in the original Gold, like the Gyarados and Team Rocket's involvement, that happened earlier in the year. So that alone, I mean, that's brilliant. That's all you need. You don't need to rewrite story, come up with like fake teams, all this. That's a brilliance. That's elegance in simplicity. So I'm saying 10 out of 10 there. Replayability, well, typically I would say 0, but I'm going to say 10 here because I'm definitely going to be speedrunning this game. It's basically the same thing as regular Gold, but there's a few different areas, so that'll make me more interested in it. Everybody has speedrun, the vanilla games to death. People know masterful tricks. I don't. I just want to have fun and do the game quickly, so I'm definitely going to be replaying this game for that reason, all right? So at least from my perspective, once again, my opinion is 10 out of 10 on replayability. Just because the game is so easy, it opens it up to like these fun challenges that people have come up with. Convincing evil team, not applicable. It's Team Rocket. Even though there's some changes, we're going to strike that off the list, all right? Trainer, random battle density, not applicable. We're going to go with, right? Because there's not actually any difference. We'd be judging the vanilla Gold game based on that. There's only 1-2 small areas in the game that have new trainers and random battles, but it's not worth basing the whole game on that. So just understand that, most of these are based on the vanilla Gold hack, and almost nothing is changed from it other than the theme. Player characters' impact on the story. This is actually pretty cool because you do realize it's Christmas, so I like this a lot. It could have been better though, so I'm going to say 8 out of 10 on this. I really did enjoy the whole Christmas theme and the fact that, events were different in this December of, the year that this happened earlier. But it didn't feel like it was made well. Like, there was a lot of NPCs who still said the same thing, and some of them even still said things about the previous event. So obviously that's not, not finished. It needs to be changed. But the player did feel like he impacted the new story as opposed to the old story. NPCs reacted to that, and although it was just a vanilla ROM, almost nothing changed. The stuff that was changed, I felt like I actually had a part of. So I like that a lot. That's cool. Capacity for basic cheating, it's a ROM. You could use cheat codes, so not applicable. Once again, not any different. Convenience and world travel. So world travel was, it was actually, I don't know if maybe this is how it was in Vanilla Gold as well, but, you get fly and then you could pick, you actually had to go up and down on the list instead of like moving the cursor on top of the town you wanted to go to. It's a small gripe or whatever you would call it, but yeah, that was there. So I did, you get fly pretty early in the game, less than halfway through the game, honestly. So that's really just the vanilla. But the convenience is going to come from having fly that early. So it's really just not applicable, but either way. And then innovations. Here's the big one, right? This is absolutely 12 out of 10. Adding Wonder Trading to a vanilla ROM is unbelievable. Maybe it's not that difficult to do, but I've not seen it anywhere else. So just for that fact, this has got to be one of the best hacks of the year, because adding that to the game and the whole Christmas theme was just spectacular. Like, that could have not been in the game and I still would have played it. And the game is so easy, I didn't even really need it, but I did use it just for fun. And in fact, to get a few Pokemon, instead of like running all around the world to get these HM slaves, I just wonder traded until I eventually got one that worked. So that was awesome and a lot of fun. But anyway, that's it. Pokemon Gold hack, Pokemon Christmas. I love the game. I would really recommend it. So my conclusion for this is it's a top-notch ROM. If you're looking for something very true to the original, but different enough to get you excited for the holidays, or maybe just different enough to replay a few times, this is what you want. There's very few changes, but the changes that are in are really cool. And like I said, if you are interested in getting in the mood for Christmas, this is going to do it, man. Just seeing every town having snow-covered roofs and Christmas trees in them, that's enough for me. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions at all, let me know. Otherwise, see you guys in the next video.